The Sea Eater Explained. And now welcome back to another one. Let's change the vibe. Merry Christmas, y'all. But we got to get a little spooky regardless. Now look, I've been seeing this go around for a little bit. The Sea Eater. I don't know what this is, but it's a throwback because we watching Brugly, man. I ain't watched Brugly in some time. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since we watched Brugly. It's my guy. Shout out to him. Glad to see bro still doing great content. Let's turn the lights down and off. And we gonna get straight into it, bro. We gonna see what the Sea Eater is. It remind me of the SCPs, the backroom creatures. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad to be watching Brugly to explain it. Let's go. What is that? Hold on, let me turn this down. Oh, that's creepy.
The ocean is a
Sound like the monkeys in the forest.
scary place, and what lurks deep below the dark waves terrifies people across the world.
Oh, his animation is crazy now. I ain't gonna lie, Dad. That went upgraded. I'm the only one who ain't changed the way I do videos, bro. I just press record and we go at it.
that I'm gonna be explaining today makes that already scary place even worse. That's right, in this video I will be talking about the Sea Eater
Oh, this is hard, by the way, Brugly. I like to say, like, yeah.
entity from the Trevor Henderson lore system. Drop a huge like on this video if you
he's from Trevor Henderson lore? I'm pretty sure Trevor Henderson made the cat. Nah, that's SCP. He made Siren Head.
To go over more horrific
Let me know if y'all want
creatures that seek to devour humanity, and leave
I
a
miss
comment
this
telling
kind
me
of
what other ones you'd like
content,
to see me
low
talk about.
key.
That said, with all the blabbering gone, let's get into the full history, the full lore, and the explanation of the Sea Eater entity, shall we? The physical description.
I'm like, wait, go back. Now chat. Hear me out. Never mind.
Of the Sea Eater entity, shall we? The physical description and the size of the true entity is hard to say. It's simply too big to measure. That's what she said. But it's estimated to be about 5 kilometers tall, 4.5 kilometers wide, and at least 25 kilometers
Those rookie numbers.
long. Or if you're American, that's 3 miles tall, 4 miles wide, and 15 miles long, which is almost the size of your mom. Although some people will tell you that the Sea Eater is much bigger than that, true reports and true size estimates lie. The creature itself lives far out in the deep sections of our world's oceans, and it's really rarely seen by people who are not sailors or explorers, although there are some exceptions which I'll mention later. At almost every hour of the day, the Sea Eater will be inside the water of any ocean with its mouth open, swallowing the water, the boats, the small islands, and anything else that lies in front of its path. The creature will slowly pull its way across the oceans with that mouth agape, eating and consuming anything that stands before it. Thus the name Sea Eater. I'm sure you could never have guessed that. The creature itself is so large that it is truly hard to imagine. It gives many people who see it these horrific megalophobia feelings. As a person, when you do witness it, you'll feel insignificant and like you mean nothing. But as far as the actual physical makeup and construction of the creature, the skin of it is made out of some kind of thick, hide, blubbery material. Similar to a whale,
Can you penetrate?
however, water seems to be able to flow
Bro,
in.
chat, I already hear y'all. Bro, I'm talking about like to kill it, like if you want to hunt it. Alright. Okay.
In and through the creature's skin, which gives it a very aerodynamic ability. Sailors who have seen this huge beast in the ancient times have been entranced by its largeness, how huge it is, and it's caused them to sail directly into its mouth. They kind of just get awestruck and terrified all at the same time, and they can't think, they can't move. But besides its huge mouth and its gargantuan size, the creature's other biggest feature is its 2 arms that are very noticeable. These arms are said to be made out of dead sea animals and the bones of other giants that it's beaten in combat. The arms themselves sit at over 5 kilometers tall, which is nearly taller than the actual entity, and they can move extremely fast. Estimated speeds range anywhere from 200 miles an hour to 1,000 miles per hour. These arms are what it used.
I'm gonna lie, I thought it was mad slow, so threat level not really crazy, but he moving like shit in Sonic.
uses to drag itself across the floor
What
of
are
the
you even
ocean
supposed to
and
do?
to swim in the really deep expanses. And they're also what it can use to attack things and people that it so chooses. Sometimes the sea eater ventures close enough to the shore to where people can see it from the beach. Since it's so massive, individuals who witness it often compare it to a moving mountain, just right off in the distance. It really never gets close enough to where you can see its features, and all you can kind of see is this blurry shape off in the mist, but that's terrifying either way. The creature has not gone onto land that we know of, and it actually seems to only be able to exist and thrive inside of the water. And if it gets in water less than a kilometer deep, it kind of begins to decay away and crumble, and then the creature will scramble to get back inside the water.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Patrick and SpongeBob under the heat lamp. Real ones get that
so I ain't really gonna hear from him. And yeah, I understand that reference.
But if it was somehow able to get onto the land and start attacking
It's
things,
over.
I'm sure the USA would just nuke it. But the question you're all asking,
nuke in his
I bet,
mouth.
is where is the sea eater located? Because it's kind of hard for something
Bermuda
that's
Triangle
this size to just hide itself. Usually the creature hides out in the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Oceans, and it's more rarely seen in the Atlantic side of things. It's said that if you do see the entity at all, from the shore, from a boat, from an island, that it's a terrible omen for your life, and that something awful is about to happen to you. It's kind of like a harbinger of bad things to come. Throughout the course of human history, there have been several incidents and run-ins with this sea eater entity that have been documented and have been talked about. There's tons of them as well from the prehistory days that I'll go over in a second, but these are the most recent documented cases. In 1862, the sea eater surfaced near a shore in an unnamed location. It's surfacing out of the ocean.
I mean, and you know what's crazy? Even if this is fake, like, bro, to be honest, you gotta think about it like this. We ain't never explored the whole ocean, so how you know?
Caused multiple tsunamis to occur. The waves in these tsunamis were recorded to be over 120 meters tall, or almost 400 feet. And the shores of this coastal area would go on to flood for over 60 years, simply because the sea eater got out of the water right by the coast. In 1927, a woman named Evelyn Mary reportedly spotted the sea eater while she was on the beach, sunbathing. She reported to police that a, quote, strange mountain was in the sea moving closer. She then got freaked out when this giant creature was moving towards the beach, and she ran away. And in 1930, a fisherman who was in the deep Pacific Ocean casting out some nets and some lines was with his father. And when that man's dad thought he had a fish on the hook and he looked over the side of the boat under the water, he saw a very massive, dark figure
like Venom,
rising rapidly in the murky waters
like a
below.
killer whale.
Before he knew what happened, the entity was springing up out of the water and capsized the vessel. Other groups in history are said to have witnessed this sea eater creature as well, and it might run deeper into mythology and lore than you expect. The pirates told tons of stories about these giant serpents that could swallow the world whole, and these strange, enigmatic sounds they could hear when they were sailing thousands of miles away from land. This could have been the sea eater. Religious people speak of the Leviathan that lives beneath the waves and holds the world's oceans together, and that devours passerbys and sinners. The description of the Leviathan kind of sounds pretty similar to the description of the sea eater. The Egyptians painted some kind of effigy of the sea eater in their pyramids of sandstone. Maybe the sea eater ventured into the Mediterranean Sea at one point. Who knows? But all that I do know is that the entity is ancient. It's a part of nearly every culture's folklore in some form or fashion, and it's as terrifying as it is ancient. I mean, it's this giant, huge, doomsday, end-of-the-earth level beast that has only been photographed just a few times. It's the dread of sailors everywhere, because they're terrified of what they might sail into if they see it. It's the embodiment of death and destruction. Even though you think you might be safe because it's off in the ocean and not on land, it can still somehow wreak havoc. The current whereabouts of this sea eater are not confirmed, and it hasn't been seen in a few years or so, which leads many to believe that it is about to show itself, because I'm sure it wants the attention. And you better pray to God that it doesn't show itself near you.
Hey, I ain't in no water.
Form, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not forming near me, but y'all stay safe out there.
Sea eater is one of the giant titans.
Oh, so that cat is Trevor Henderson. That's what I thought. I thought it was SCP.
The Trevor Henderson lore,
And in the Wendigo.
So far on this channel, it is the biggest entity that I have ever covered, physically the biggest. And I'm not really sure there's other entities that would be bigger. There might be a couple, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, that is it for this video. That is it for the explanation of the entity that I've discussed. Yeah, audio effects and such. Always credit for the credits to this.
Alright, man, that was The Sea Eater. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what horror reaction you guys want in the community tab, in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one, bro. Peace. Stay away from the water, kids.